Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Hogan from Calling Our Shot, back with some more MLB picks on this Wednesday, July 7th. Guys, we had a great night last night. Can we build on it today? Absolutely. We're going to make some money as always. If this is your first video, and my name's Logan, I do the MLB picks daily. And we'd really appreciate if you considered liking and subscribing. You know Austin and I are trying to grow this page to the moon, to those tens of thousands of subs, and we can't do it without you guys mashing that subscribe button. So go ahead and subscribe if you already aren't. You know, we really appreciate it. It's free, and, we'll be back in the fall doing football again. And consider becoming a COS All-Star. All of these people all over the screen are our current COS All-Stars. And welcome to the Calling Our Shot community. Tina, our newest All-Star. Welcome, Tina, longtime supporter of Calling Our Shot, and we really appreciate you, Tina. If you're interested in joining, like Tina, either click the join button next to our channel name or the first link in the description below. It's only $2.99 a month, and we had a mini sweep yesterday. Why do I say mini sweep? We did go 3-0. We suffered no losses in our picks. Yes, the Mets game was voided, because of weather. Yeah, I'd like to see how that one would have played out. But let's recap quickly. Houston money line, cash that one. Guys, how dead in the water did the Astros look? We had so many, sappy faces and people moping around like Eeyore in the Discord yesterday about Houston because they did start off terrible. But that's why a baseball game is long. I always remind you guys, I'm like, guys, keep the faith, right? Houston's offense is good for a reason, and they showed it last night. Angels money line, cashed that one. That was a plus 100 winner, and we cashed it nonetheless. Good job, Angels, for showing up. Noah strikeout total over. Yep, good job, Noah. He cashed that one. Whether you took it at 6+ Ks at worst value or maybe his actual line, he cashed it. So, I say mini sweep because, yeah, Noah, that wasn't great odds, but it was still a winner nonetheless, and we hope to build on that. Where are we starting today? Blue Jays versus Orioles. I'm taking Blue Jays team total over 6 runs. Minus 118 odds. Yeah, this number is high for a reason, right? 6 runs is no slouch, but the Blue Jays offense definitely capable, and they're facing Mr. Matt Harvey and his 7.3 ERA. That is absolutely terrible, right? He's even called himself out for playing bad this year, right? 3 and 4 earned runs in his last 2 starts versus Toronto. So, nothing catastrophic there, but 3 and 4 earned runs is definitely enough to make me say, yeah, I think the Blue Jays can do it at that 6 runs mark. I'm not messing with the outcome of this game, though, because I don't know what's going on with the Blue Jays. They drop games that they definitely think that I think they should win. So I'm banking on their offense, which is second in runs, second in hits. Great offensive team, guys. They're nipping at the heels of the Astros. Maybe one day they overtake the Astros for being first in those categories. But right now they are second and a great offensive team. And let's just say, argument's sake, Matt Harvey only does give up 3, maybe 4 in runs. They still need a couple of runs. Well, that can definitely come in that bullpen setting because Baltimore's bullpen is 24th in ERA. Yes, in bullpen ERA, they are not good. Not good one bit. If you've watched these games, the Blue Jays bats can sometimes erupt for 4 or 5 runs in an inning. I've seen it before, and I'm hoping to duplicate that performance again. Let's cash that one, Blue Jays. And moving on to our next pick, White Sox versus Twins. I'm taking White Sox money line, minus 132 odds. I'll play whatever gets me a unit back on this one too. But we've got Pineda on the mound, 3, 2, and 5 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Okay, a little bit up and down performance, but last time he faced the White Sox, 3 earned runs and 5 1/3 innings pitched. So, he's definitely hittable. White Sox have seen him before, and they did score on him, right? Lynn is on the mound for the White Sox. 1, 5, and 3 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. It's encouraging to see him get back to that 1 earned run, range, because the 5 and the 3 were killing us, right? They were killing anybody betting the White Sox. I bet the White Sox a lot, and those were killers. But Lynn in his 2 starts versus the Twins this year, 2 and 0 earned runs in those starts. So he has pitched very well against the Twins this year. And who says the trend doesn't continue, right? Offensively, if you look at the tail of the tape, both teams are very similar. I give the edge to the White Sox, though. They are 5th in runs, 5th in hits, right? Minnesota's like 10-ish in those categories. But guys, what's the deciding factor in this one? Yeah, it's exactly what I said, a couple of days ago when the White Sox did end up losing in that heartbreaker. Yeah, Minnesota's bullpen, 26 in bullpen ERA. Guys, I mean that's a killer. I don't know how you bet Twins money line with any confidence, knowing that bullpen is liable to just implode, right? They've certainly cost themselves a lot of games late. And guys, the White Sox will have their chances. They'll have their chances to hit Pineda. And they'll have their chances to hit that bullpen. So that's why I like them. Full game in this one. We're going to go ahead and lock that one in. And moving on to our next pick, a player prop. Braves versus Pirates. I'm taking Smiley strikeout total over 4.5 Ks. Minus 118 odds on this one. Look, if you want to know my formula to picking player props, I wake up in the morning. First of all, I see which lines are out. The answer to that question is not a lot. There's not a ton to pick from in the morning, which is why usually I wait to do them. But, I always like to see, is that number comfortable? 4.5 is a very comfortable number for me. 3.5 is a little alarming because it's so low, but 4.5 is in that really good range for me. Look, let's look at Smiley's last 3 games. 7, 3, and 5 Ks in each of his last 3 games pitched. Okay, so he's hit it in 2 out of the 3, right? How many innings does he go? Because this is also something we definitely want to look for. 5 2/3, 6 and 5 2/3 innings pitched. So pretty solid performance from Smiley. I think if he gets us into that 6 range, this stands a really good chance of cashing, right? No implosion against the Pirates. I won't allow it. The Pirates played too well recently. It ends now, right? In May, when these two teams faced, Smiley went 6 innings pitched and got 7 Ks. So he already has hit this versus the Pirates again. In that 4.5 range, it's very comfortable for me because, they're going to be, there will be strikeout opportunities. If not in that top of the order, I know Frazier's up there, but it may be in that bottom half of the order, there will be. And Pittsburgh has not hit lefties particularly well. The record-wise, they are 6-14 versus left-handed pitchers, but if you want to dive into the more advanced analytics, obviously they're not as good versus lefties. And you know what? Smiley is a lefty. I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities. That's why I'm locking that one in. That's a really early game, I believe, so we're going to lock that one in. And also, I want to mention that I did like Wheeler. Me and Josh, the player prop guru, liked Wheeler today. But again, no line. So how am I supposed to speculate on what he's going to be? Maybe that's a play I add later in the day, depending on the line. Stay tuned for that. As always, I'll pin a comment. We'll tweet it out, and we'll put in the Discord. And moving into our last pick, guys, our NRFI got postponed yesterday, but it's back today. Brewers versus Mets in Game 1 of the doubleheader. I'm taking the no-run first inning. I don't have the odds on it, of course. They won't let me enjoy the odds on this one, but they might be a little juiced. Stay tuned for that. I mean, look at these two pitchers, DeGrom and Burns on the mound. Two very low ERA pitchers. DeGrom probably the best pitcher in the game. You'd have a hard time arguing against it, right? What did I like yesterday when I made virtually the same pick? I told you guys, DeGrom should be able to get out, his 3 outs needed for the no-run first inning. I mean, he's a really good pitcher. If he gives up, if the Brewers score on the no-run first inning, I won't even be mad because DeGrom is so good. I'll just be like, oh, well, that was tough. Burns, though, he's facing the Mets, and they are 24th in first inning runs, so they're definitely back of the pack. Again, the over-under this game will be set predictably low. I have no idea what it's going to be. Again, speculating this early, but I definitely think this stands a good chance of cashing this no-run first inning. If this one doesn't cash, I don't know what will. To be honest, on paper, this one looks too good to be true. I know everyone and their mother's going to be picking it, so if you want to be a contrarian and say, I'm picking the NRFI in this one just because I see everyone picking it, well, okay, go be that and get off this channel. No, just kidding. But Let's recap the picks one last time for you guys. Blue Jays team total over. White Sox money line. Smiley strikeout total over. Maybe Wheeler. We'll see. And Brewers versus Mets. No run first inning. We are going to fly the NRFI flags. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the absolute best. Let's win some money today. As always, let me know your favorite plays down below in the comments. Let's get after it today.